Hi everyone, it's Mary. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz, and I'm here with my edition of 90 Days and 900 Seconds, and this is for Happily Ever After, Season 7, Episode 2, Truth, Bitter Truth. And I gotta tell you, TLC, the bitter truth is this season fucking sucks. Why are you torturing longtime fans like me with this season? This season fucking sucks. And two other observations I have. Secondary characters, guys. The secondary characters are earning their paychecks. And I'm going to get into this a little bit more. And this episode is brought to you by the Southeast Diego Facebook Neighborhood Association. That's all I got to say. So let's hop right into it. I'm going to set my timer. I give this episode a grade of, let's see, a D- because this season fucking sucks. And here we go. Starting my timer. 15 minutes, 900 seconds. Here we go. Jovi and Yara. So we know this whole season is going to be focused on Jovi whining about him having to be a parent. Oh, poor Jovi. You have a child. Now you actually have to settle down and be a fucking parent. And Yara whining about she needing a boob job in order to feel sexy and to keep up with the Tradashian crew that she is hanging with now. So basically, they go to a winery and they have Mila with them because they have no babysitter. So Mila, as usual, is the silver lining to this storyline. She is fucking adorable. I love her hair bows. I look forward to see the different bows and different hairstyles on Mila every week. And we find out that Yara has not spoken to Gwen in 6 months. And in the words of Ziad, me not accept this. This is bullshit. Why are you not speaking to your mother-in-law for 6 months? Which makes me think this is bullshit. So anyway, Jovi had an argument with Gwen. Gwen is not speaking to Yara. Yara is very upset over this. And we see next week, basically Gwen telling her, I'm not your nanny. So that's going to be their first storyline. Their second storyline, Jovi complaining about him having to be a parent all the time. And the third one will be Yara complaining and whining about her boobs until we see her get a boob job. So that's Jovi and Yara so far this week. Moving on. Usman and Kim. So Soulja Boy's back on our screens and he is meeting with his brother Mohammed. So now he has to convince his brother that Kimberly is not like baby girl Lisa, because his family was so traumatized by the first American woman he married. They think that all American women are like this. Imagine that. So Kimberly is going to Nigeria. She is going to propose to Usman and she wants to get his mother's blessing. So Usman is talking to his brother Mohammed. And, he's basically explaining that the plan is he's going to have a second wife to bear his children because, he knows his mother wants him to bear children. Kimberly understands he wants to bear children. So he's going to have a second wife. But, for now, he's going to marry Kimberly and then he'll work on the plan of getting the second wife. Don't worry, Mohammed. I'm going to bear children. Just, give me time. I have to marry Kimberly first. So then we see Kimberly, and honestly, this was my favorite part of the episode. We see Kimberly, she goes to pick up Jamal at the airport. They haven't seen each other in a while. They go back home, and this is the last episode we're going to see of Kimberly's mom. We all know she passed away. And I always loved Kimberly's mom. She's fantastic. So we, Kimberly's mom and Jamal are all talking about this plan that Kimberly has of going to Nigeria proposing to Usman and bringing him back here on a K1 visa. And Jamal was just sitting there with this look on his face like his mother has lost her ever-loving fucking mind. And honestly, that's what we all think. But hey, we all want this to work out for her. We want Kimberly to be happy, but let's see how the season plays out. Maybe I'm a little jaded, but let's see how the season plays out. So moving on to Libby and Andrei. And I'm going to do this again. Paging Matt Sharp. I do not co-sign a fucking singing career by Libby. Please stop trying to shove a singing career by Libby down our throats. You guys, go check out our Instagram page. If you haven't already, our Instagram page, I have posted in the past 2 days samples of Libby's singing. You notice I used the air quotes singing. So they are really trying to shove the storyline down our throats. And the way that they're using Charlie's drinking as another storyline is really sad. But hey, what else do you expect out of Matt Sharp Productions? Honestly, I mean, they will take the vulnerable. They will take a vulnerable storyline and exploit it like a mother. So what else do you expect from Matt Sharp Productions? So anyway, we have a housewarming party with all of these like random people. Is like, honestly, he went out to the supermarket handing out invites. Hey, you want to come to my housewarming party? So he has all these random people at his housewarming party. And one of the guests asked Libby was giving the tour of the house as usual. The tour of the house you need to give at your housewarming party. And one of the guests asked Libby, oh, I see you have a piano in your spare room here. Are you planning on, singing or something? And Libby's like, oh, yes, I'm planning on embarking on the singing career. So the guest is like, well, you know that I sing professionally. Let me hear a little bit of what you got. And Libby's like, oh, no, I couldn't possibly be put on the spot like this. And the guest is like, well, if she really was a professional like I am, I could bust out a song. I could, I could turn it on at the drop of a dime. And you know something? She's absolutely right. Because there are a lot of people out there that have really nice voices, don't try to portray themselves as embarking on a singing career like Libby, and they could drop a song at the drop of a dime. Like my favorite auntie and yours, Auntie's Advice, she sings at the drop of a dime during her recaps and during her videos. And she has a beautiful singing voice. I can't sing for shit. That's why I never tried. But, this chick was right. If you are a true professional, or if you're really trying to start a singing career, Libby, I would drop a song whenever somebody wanted me to, because you never know who could be listening, girl. So anyway, they have this huge fight over Charlie after all the guests left, because it's not a family Libby gathering without a huge argument. And the mom, Pamela, is in denial over Charlie, insisting that Andrei drinks as much as Charlie does. And, they shouldn't all be judging Charlie because Charlie is not that bad. And watching this scene really made me sad, because Pamela is in denial about her son, written all over her fucking face. But the fact that Chuck, like in the middle of this argument, was like, oh, mother of the year, dude, you had part in that too, okay? You had part in raising these children and in the way these children turn into adults, the way that they are now. You have part in this. So don't go mother of the year sarcastically to your ex-wife because you don't like the way the conversation's going. You don't like what they're talking about, whatever the case may be. So to you, Chuck, that's all I have to say. So Andrei has a tantrum, basically says, everybody shut the fuck up. Pamela, if you don't stop trying to shove Charlie down my throat, I'm going to put you on the list of people that I banned from my house. And that's the way this segment ended for this week. So moving on, we have Ed and Liz. All I have to say about this storyline It is the Ed and Liz redemption tour. They are trying to convince everyone that their love is real. If you look at their body language during the confessionals, her body language speaks volumes. That's all I have to say is look at her body language, her facial expressions, and her eyes during their confessionals speaks fucking volumes. So all I have to say about these idiots is redemption tour. Why do her friends have stripper names? J-Lo and Tawny. I mean, if they decided not to use their real names to go on TV, I get it. But why decide to use stripper names as your fucking alias? Whatever. His friend Rich is really earning his Matt Sharp paycheck. I'm telling you, secondary characters are showing up this season. They're really showing up. So Rich is earning his Matt Sharp paycheck. And why? I agree with Ed on this. Why did they have to meet in the park? Like it was some type of drug deal. He goes to meet his friend Rich. He tries to convince Rich that Liz is not the bad one. And Rich is a Liz hater that talks to Ed's mom every day. So, hey, let's see how this all turns out. So now, speaking of secondary characters really earning their check, Sumit and Jenny. Let's see how much time I have. Oh, 5 minutes. Okay. I think I could do this in 5 minutes. I may need a little more time for the last one, but Sumit and Jenny. Okay. So basically, where we left off, Sumit's mom was earning her Matt Sharp paycheck, crying hysterically when she realized that Sumit and Jenny are married. She's having a moment of dementia, denial. She's lying through her fucking teeth, whatever the case may be, that she never gave them permission to get married. She never said she would be okay with it, even though we all saw it play out on our TV screen that they said they wouldn't stop them from getting married. They wouldn't be happy about it, but they wouldn't stop them. And Sumit's mother, of course, disowns him, tells him to get out of her face. I don't ever want to see you again. And all I have to say for Jenny is Duolingo or Rosetta Stone yourself some Hindui ASAP. I mean, come on, woman. You have lived in India for God knows how long with Sumit. You've been dealing with him for God knows how long. Get yourself some basic Hindi lessons, at least learn the insults. So you know when your mother-in-law is insulting you to your face. They had this whole conversation in Hindi right in front of her, and she had no fucking clue what was going on, but she knew it was bad. He goes out after his mother and leaves her sitting there. So this is where Jenny earns her Matt Sharp paycheck. She flips the fuck out on Sumit. She starts screaming at him, lunges at him, pushes him away. Get away from me forever. You go after your mother. You are always on your mother's side. And Sumit's like, give me a break. Why are you yelling at me? My first mother just disowned me. I need my second mommy. Stop yelling at me. And, you know, Jenny is just like, you are always taking your mother's side. And by the end, they were hugging and crying. And I don't even know. But everybody in this storyline earning their Matt Sharp paycheck big time. So now I left the best for last. And I have 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the timer. And I'm going to try to keep my rage contained within 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Bilal and his 2 wives, because we all know that he still has a connection with the ex. And just for this segment only, because I know I will get the name screwed up because this shit pissed me the fuck off so much. I'm going to refer to the ex and the current wife. You guys know who I mean. So basically, I watched the scene about 10 fucking times. And every time I watched it, my blood pressure went up higher and higher. And my blood pressure is actually going up now talking about it because it pissed me off so fucking much. First of all, Bilal, you just sat there. I don't want to hear this shit. You just sat there while your ex-wife went left on your current wife for no fucking reason. There was no reason for that. Unless, which little part of me thinks that this was, you know, the producers got her all riled up before she went in. But, you know, you could tell by the smirk on her face. And I know a lot of people online were saying that the smirk on the ex's face was a sign that this was really scripted and really like producer bullshit. But to me, the smile on the ex's face was some condescending bullshit. Shaeeda was sitting there trying to express how she felt. And she has a right to her fucking feelings. I don't want to hear it. She has a right to her fucking feelings. So she was trying to express how she felt. And simply, she just wanted an acknowledgement of her feelings. And an apology would have been nice. But I'm sure that if the ex would have said, I get where you're coming from, Shaeeda would have accepted that. A simple, I get where you're fucking coming from. But no, this bitch went left. This bitch got up and she was like, what the fuck did she say again? Oh my God, she got me so mad. She was like, the Southeast Diego is going to come out of me, which, by the way, guys, I confirmed that's a real neighborhood. Okay, from a fellow. You hear that noise? Oh my goodness, that was a really loud motorcycle. Sorry, guys, that just distracted me. From a fellow happily ever after cast member and San Diego native Kimberly confirmed for me that this is an actual real neighborhood. But this chick just got up and she got all in the current wife's face. And what does Bilal do? Bilal sits there and starts praying to Allah for refuge against this demon. Who was the demon you were referring to, Bilal? Your ex or your current wife? Which one, Bilal? Who were you referring to? You just sat there fucking praying. All right, my alarm is going off. But you just sat there fucking praying while your ex is going left and is acting a fool for no reason. For no reason. And Shaeeda showed amazing composure. Because if that was me, honey, the Bushwick Brooklyn would have came out of me and I would have got up and pulled that bitch down and told her, sit your ass down and fucking talk to me and lower your voice, because the next step, your head is going to this table. And that's how that would have been resolved. So, Shaeeda, at maintaining your composure, the ex, you got to go. That was uncalled for. I don't care what South, East, West Diego you're from. That was uncalled for. You got to go. Bilal needs to grow a set of balls, and he has some fucking nerve to be upset at his current wife. He needs to look at his baby mama drama before he gets upset at his current wife. And that's all I have to say about this, because my blood pressure is going up. I don't know if you can see my face is getting red, but my blood pressure is going up talking about this. This is bullshit, 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 bullshit. So anyway, I think that is the end of the episode. Yes, that was the end of the episode. And next week, Angela's back. Yay. Lucky us. We get to hear that fucking cackle again. This is why the bitter truth, TLC, this season fucking sucks. It sucks. Stop trying to shove these same cast members down our throats again. I mean, last season wasn't that great, but at least it was a new cast. And we get to sink our teeth into some new blood and stuff. But this season sucks. It really sucks. So that's all I got to say. 90 days and 900 seconds. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I will watch every week and take one for the team, so you don't have to. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like, share my video with a friend. And I'm going to ask this for the first time, because I actually discovered this for the first time recently. If you guys really appreciate all of our efforts and all of our little videos that we bring to you, there's a thanks button right down there somewhere. And you can send me a super sticker. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon. Bye.